What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? How you doing tonight? All right. Turn that fan off. Whew. How is everyone? PR McGeek was just shy of 75,000. 74,800 and something, which I am actually very happy about. I was excited at the prospect of breaking 100K. I think that card could have done it in different circumstances, but all things considered, I am very happy with the print run, and I'm excited for the next one. What is up, Eric? Hey, Chris, Reese, Evan, Andy. Hey, guys. So, I just want to be straight up front with you guys. Tonight, I'm not going to do the Trout Auto release. So, if you came here just for that, feel free to enjoy your Friday night wherever you want. It's not going to happen. Now, I want to explain why, and I'm going to explain this a couple times throughout the stream just because I know that people are going to be coming in later and at other times, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows the deal. So, I made the decision that I will not release the Trout autographs pre-sale, which I will do on a stream. That will be the first place to get it, is going to be here. But it's going to be after everything that I have is shipped out. I see like my computer's lagging a little bit. I'm going to try and close out some of these applications. Let's see, what could I close? We just close Chrome. Oh, no, I can't close Chrome. Let's see. I close some of these tabs. Gosh, I have so many tabs open, guys. Let's see here. Sorry about this. I should have been more prepared. I do this every night. There's no excuse. All right, let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, we can close this. Okay, let's see here. Just a second, guys. Oh, my computer's going so slow. It's annoying. Trying to get it sorted out. Bear with me for a second. Tops can close all these. Capital One. Audible. Square. Instagram. Man, I need maybe one of my next need an in-house IT person to do all the tech stuff. This is ridiculous. Sorry, guys. I don't actually know if it's streaming or choppy or anything right now, but I'm trying to work on it. It's also freaking hot without this little fan on. Let's get that going again. So sorry, 1 second. Can't even tell if that really helped. Whole computer seems to be struggling right now. Okay, well, if you guys can hear me, anyways, what I was saying is I'm not going to release the Trout Autos until everything I have through Ricky Henderson, which is everything we have in the studio today, is shipped out the door on the way to all the customers that already bought them. It's been a lot of lessons, a lot of growing in getting all these autos out the door, and Matt and Andrew and I were all working real hard today to package up a ton of packages from labels that Tony helped print yesterday, which was great. So the whole team is helping, and all right, let's see, it's starting the preview again. Yeah, it's still saying issues. So we mailed about 100 cards today from the Donnie and Jackie's. And let's see here. Okay, now I'm back in the comments. right. Okay. So, audio's good, video's freezing. Yeah, sounds good. Video's so. Let's see. I can close Skype. What else can I close? I can close Creative Cloud. I probably should have done a computer restart. Clearly, I can't do that right now. Yeah, I need to reboot your system. Yeah, exactly. Well, can't in the middle of a stream. Well, what I was thinking is doing a little bit of an AMA tonight. Like I said, I'm super happy with the Trout PR, all things considered, and I'm really proud of everything that the team has done, and I think that we're really setting up systems to be in a really good place in the next few cards. So the next card that we're going to receive is Mark McGwire. We have a lot of autos to do for that. And then the next card obviously will be the Mike Trout that just dropped. We're going to have a lot of autos of that. And like I mentioned before, I think I said that on my stream, or maybe it was with an interview, one of the recent interviews that I did. What happened with Mark McGwire, where a lot of people were not able to get the cards. Like I'm extremely grateful and humbled, and like it's so amazing that a card sells out so quickly. But that doesn't, to me, that's not as cool as seeing a bunch of people that wanted the cards that didn't get them. Yeah, close Oregon Trail. So we're changing it up a little bit for the Trout autos, and we're going to ramp it up, and we're going to do more autos than we've ever done for any other card. I think that that's exciting because it's going to get my autographed numbered cards into more homes, which is going to be really good. And I hope the numbers that we've come up with, the number of autos total, is going to be enough for all of you guys. And I'm also going to, at least at the start, make it so you can just order one at a time. And once everyone gets one, if you want to come back and get a second one, then that's okay with me too. Let's see here. So, anyways, we're going to do a little AMA today. Okay, so Silly Goose Nation. When will the McGwire and Trout go up? Well, the McGwire sold out, which is the reason why I'm kind of postponing my Trout until everything that I already have is out my door. I can see that the video is lagging again. Man, that's frustrating. So yeah, that's I meant the Trout, yeah. So Trout will go up as soon as everything is out the door. So I don't know the exact day yet. We are trying to get everything out the door as soon as possible. It's looking like, so this weekend I'm not working completely through the weekend. I'm going to work tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a half day, and then on Sunday I'm going to take the day off. Sunday I actually do have something really cool though. I did an interview with Sophia Chang, the only female artist in Project 2020. She's amazing. We talked, I guess that was yesterday, and it went really well, and we recorded it. And so I'm going to include that in my pre-recorded video that I play this Sunday. And I'll probably do a little bit of like talking to the camera and maybe recapping the week. And then I will play the Sophia Chang interview, which was, I think, about 45 minutes long. It was a nice talk, kind of like with Tyson Beck last night. And then I'm going to debut her next card, which is coming out, which is Roberto Clemente. And she has a little, like a promo video for it. And she's allowed me to put that out. Now, that comes out, I believe it's either next Tuesday or Wednesday. Obviously, we skipped a day this last week, so it might be Wednesday. Other cool things. This is so cool how the project is bringing all the artists together, because today I talked to Matt Taylor on Twitter, and he has an amazing card coming out that he showed me that I am so excited for. And I think it's in about a week and a half. and he's going to come on, and we're going to debut the card here too. And I got to tell you, by far my favorite card of his. And I love a lot of his cards. I think his Ricky Henderson was an amazing card. But this Tony Gwynn is so cool. So he's going to come on the show at some point. And then I've also been talking to JK5. His name's Joseph. Super nice dude. We really get along and vibe really well. And we haven't nailed down a date yet, but he's going to come on at some point. So we're really we're making the rounds, which is really cool. I think we're also going to have Jeff Heckman, who is the project, like the team leader of all of Project 2020. He like runs the show for Tops for Project 2020. He said that he is willing to come on the show. He knows that he might take a beating in the comments, but he's ready for it. And I told him that I thought that putting a face to, this big brand Tops, that's a huge iconic brand. It's easy to get mad at a brand. It's a lot harder to get mad at a person or stay mad at a person, I think. And so I think if Jeff comes on, it's going to be really good. And I would love, for you guys to have any questions you want to ask him. I think that he'll be really good. I mean, he's the main guy to go to. So you don't have to hear it through the grapevine. You're hearing it straight from the source, which I think is awesome. Let's see here. Matt Taylor's Clemente was my favorite card in the set yet. Yeah, that's a beautiful card. I think it looks really nice. I still have to order that, actually. Yeah, this Gwyn, I'm telling you, this Gwyn is going to do really, really well. I mean, I know that it's going to do really, really well. Yeah, JK5 Blake mix would be cool. I think the JK5's Ricky Henderson, which I think is coming out tomorrow, is amazing. He showed that to me a week or two ago when we chatted. It's awesome now, like getting a little bit of inside scoop from some of the artists about their next cards. It's tough not, I'm terrible at keeping secrets, so hard not to share them. But obviously, I'm gonna respect every artist's. Give them their opportunity to break their own card if they want to. RMC collab would be very cool too. Yep. I haven't talked to Fucci yet, but I absolutely would love to. I think, let's see, I did talk to Keith Shore. Keith Shore either just had a baby or just had twins, so he had a lot going on at home, so he's not committed to the YouTube show anytime soon because it's like literally like a newborn baby. But maybe down the road. I mean, we have a long road ahead of us. We're a quarter of the way done through Project 2020, and look how far we've come. Pretty amazing. Let's see here. Oh, Mostown. I don't know how you say it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dad, the card that she sent you. Oh man, I kind of want to get it. I got the package. Everyone has got their stuff. Matt loved his. I loved mine. Tony has not gotten his because he wasn't here at the studio today, and I have mine for my dad. That package was incredible, absolutely incredible. I mean, I've gotten a lot of really, really cool packages, but that one was very, very nice, very generous. So I will, guess it's up to you. If you want me to show the cards, I could show them here on the stream. But I'll let you decide if you want me to do that. I only have mine and my dad's. Tony's I set aside in Tony's pile. And then Matt took his home. But he loves his. Let's see. So, what else? Blake's Ken Griffey Jr., the most anticipated of the set. I think that probably has a really good chance to break 100, but we'll see. Where it's a long year, and I think the print runs in general. I mean, we've seen a lot of ramping up. I don't think it can just go up forever. So now like we peaked at the 99, and we've come down a little bit from there. It'll be interesting to see where things settle out in terms of like where the floor is what I'm most interested in, is like what's going to be the lowest print run now. I don't think we'll see anything under 10K ever again throughout the year, but who knows? At the beginning of the year, I actually didn't think that we would have 100K cards, because when Topps told me about this project, and I just asked for like my own curiosity, I said, when you do stuff like this, what are the typical print runs? And they told us that, or told me that the lowest print run was 200 for, I think it was like a Top Now, or maybe I don't know, one of those 48 hour, 24 hour cards. The lowest was 200, and the highest was 20,000. So my goal actually coming into this was literally, I want to break 20,000 cards for one, because I wanted to have, that. And clearly, a lot of artists have done it, including me now once, because Mark was slightly under 20, and now I've finally broken over 20, which is awesome. Let's see. So for those of you that didn't see one of the streams earlier this week, I actually talked to Mark McGuire on the phone. He saw my article in MLB. Shout out MLB.com. Shout out Brian Horowitz. Really wrote a beautiful article. Did a very good job, I think, telling the story. And Mark saw it and then emailed me, and then we set up a time to talk on the phone, and we talked on the phone, and it was amazing. Let's see. Have I started? No. So I actually haven't started painting anything else that hasn't already been released. And that's another reason why I don't want to do the Mike Trout autos before everything here behind me is like shipped out and it's on its way to you guys. I need to breathe a little bit before, I've just been like signing my autograph for like days, and then obviously I'm wearing a lot of hats. I have an amazing team. Everyone is wearing a lot of hats, and unfortunately, my painter's hat has only been painting cases of cards for the autos, which do look very, very cool, I think, and doing some card art for some more free card art mailers that Tony's been doing. I mean, we still have a backlog of thousands of those to send out. And that actually brings me to a good point. In my mail day yesterday, I had someone mail me back card art that Tony had sent him for free, asking me to sign it. So I just want to make this clear, and I apologize if it hasn't been. But we are slammed with sending out card art, and we are wildly behind in getting a lot of people cards that have been here on the streams. Everyone that has filled out the form everyone will get a card or multiple cards, but we have a lot of those to send back, and those are intentionally not autographed because I'm signing so many things already, and like most of the things that I'm putting my signature on are things that we're selling. I will sign things for free, like cards in black, which I talked to you about, like, the rules that we're going to put into place in the next few months of how that's going to look. But those specific card art cards are just meant to enjoy. And, if you came to the National, for example, I will be there, and you want to bring that card and have me sign it there, of course. But please, I'm begging you, if we spend the logistic time to mail you a card, please don't ship it back to us asking me to autograph it. Like, now we have to put it back in the pile of stuff that we have to deal with. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see. So someone says, let's see. I saw a question up there that I wanted to look at. Where'd it go? I don't see that anymore. I think this might be frozen again. Can you talk about the difference in approach and styles and how the artists that mostly specialize in the designers, shoes, tattoos, or bling, how they bring their perspective into basically a small print? Honestly, man, I'm not the right person to talk about that. I would talk to the artists that specialize in t-shirts and bling and fashion. I don't know if I wouldn't say traditional painter, because I think of traditional painting as more like formal training and doing oil paints or whatever. But I'm a painter, and I paint pretty large scale. And then that gets shrunk down to a small card. And I mean, it's fine for me because I'm still just working in the same size format that I'm used to working in. And then the fact that it gets printed really tiny is just makes it like fun and easy to carry around in your pocket. Yes, the splatter art is the signature of Kynes. Exactly. Where is the National going to be held? So it was supposed to be in Atlantic City this year, and it was supposed to be, I think, in July. And I've heard rumors that it could get pushed to December. I don't know that for sure. I honestly don't even remember where I heard it. Maybe I dreamed it, but I hope that it actually happens. It was going to be in Atlantic City, and that would be so. That would be so cool. We're gonna roll deep. We have actually. We're gonna do a giveaway. The National sent me tons of tickets, which are not like, it's just general admission, but it's awesome. It's freaking awesome that I think we have 20 tickets. So far right now, the local team here is let's see. We have Tony, Matt, Andrew, myself. So there's 4 of us local. And then we have Andy, who works remotely and helps with some YouTube stuff. And then my lawyer, who's in LA. And anyways, however many tickets we have left, beyond what the team size is by the time the National comes around, those people will get tickets, and we will do some giveaways here on these live streams. And also, actually, shout out to my dad and my sister have both been helping me out a lot. So they're also on the team. They're in California, but they're definitely both welcome at the National as well. Let's see. Oh, it has officially moved to December 12th to 16th. That's amazing. That is really great news. Wow, that's exciting. You know what I have to do really quick is I want to see if I can get a booth there. Before I actually tried to get one when it was still going to be in July, and they were all sold out. But I imagine with everything that happened, some people that bought booths probably wanted their money back. So maybe there's available booths now. I would love to have a booth, but even if I don't, I will be in the building. Ron says, Blake, don't buy the F.Gwyn. I have you covered. I feel I owe you guys. Have Tony or Matt connect with me. Thanks. Shout out for Emma. What is up? Okay. Thank you. And are you asking for a shout out for Emma? If so, Emma, shout out. What is up? I think I have the F.Gwyn. I'll double check, but I really appreciate that. That's super generous. I love that card with the palm trees and stuff. Like, that was dope. It's my favorite F. card, actually, so far. And it's crazy because Matt Taylor's Tony Gwynn that's coming out is amazing. I mean, it's also my favorite card of his. So, yeah, Gwynn is going to have a really nice artist set of all the 20 cards. I also really like Naturel's, although Naturel's Mark McGuire, I think, was probably my favorite one of his work so far. He's also someone that I have to reach out to. I haven't talked to him yet. I have never been to the National. I would love to. Sounds right up my alley. It's gonna be great. All right, guys. So let's hear some questions. Do we have any? You guys have any questions? I'm happy to answer them. Yeah, we're just we're plugging away. We will. So I guess I'll tell you guys kind of my hopeful timeline is I'm going to do a little bit tonight. I'm going to do a little more organizing. Tomorrow I'm going to pack up some more Donnies and Jackies, and then on Monday Tony's going to be back, and I'm hoping to get all the Donnie and Jackies out the door and start packing. Probably not shipping, but start packing the Ricky Hendersons. Tuesday, power through, and if we could finish all the Rickies. Like, the thing is like stuff that takes us a long time right now. stuff that takes us a long time right now, we're getting systems in place where it's going way faster. So for example, I don't know if you guys saw, but we got this label printer somewhat recently. So we used to print out labels on paper for Nolan Ryan's. I did this on paper, and then I put it on a package, and then I literally like had to put tape over it, and that took a long time. Now we have labels, and they print out and they're sticky. That's great. But we're still kind of figuring out certain things. You know, it would be easier if the fanny packs, for example, will be a lot easier to ship, because while they will be numbered, it's not like we haven't told anyone, we haven't promised anyone whatever numbers they're getting, and we did that with some cards, quite a few cards, almost all the cards so far. And if we were just shipping 50 things or 100 things, and we had the addresses and they were all the same thing, it would actually be really, really easy and really fast. But because it's like so specific of like the right number card with the right number COA needs to go to the right person, logistically that's difficult. And also we're learning about, you know, a lot of people buy multiple cards, and sometimes that's across multiple orders, which is amazing. Shout out to the repeat customers. But also logistically, with this label printer, end up spitting out 2 labels. Well, we're trying to put them into, we want to, as much as we can, we want to combine those packages. We're figuring out a system for that. That's still a work in progress, to be honest. We might just have to end up saying every single order you make will be put in a shipment. And it will cost us a little bit more in shipping, but that's probably could be worth the logistics of like trying to like compile all those packages. What is up, guys? Those back pages. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing that. nsccshow.com. Awesome. How do I plan on displaying my Project 2020 personal collection? Honestly, I don't know yet. I have a bunch of collections that I'm trying to put together. I want a complete set, but I might just display them by artist. DeRoche definitely sound like, you know, it would be really cool to have a Mark McGuire display. So I haven't decided how I'm going to divide up my collection and display it. Now I can say, for my own personal cards, for like other people's displays, if they wanted to do a set of mine, as we get closer, I would love to work with someone that builds custom cases, or case, you know, manufacturer, distributor, and then I would love to splatter paint on the case, and then offer those for people that wanted them. So, and it might be, I haven't really decided yet like how that'll work, if I'll just make them and then put them up for sale, or it'll be like you know, almost like a commission where you come to me and say, hey, I really want a case, and I want, you know, A's is my favorite team, so I want it splatter painted in yellow and green. Or my man cave's theme color is red, so I want it red. Whatever. I'm open to all of that. Like I said, we're only 1/4 of the way there. I'll probably start thinking about that maybe when we're halfway done. Yeah, matching mask with Fanny. Well, speaking of, oh man, it's not in there. All right. Well, I guess it's in my other studio. I actually have, so that fanny pack, the sample fanny pack that I showed you guys on the Fanny stream, I actually have a matching mask that's the same pattern, the same painting, the same abstract painting. I talked to Matt, actually. I was suggesting, hey, maybe we do a matching mask with the fanny pack, and he said, well, I think that the only right way to do that is to make all of that revenue go to some type of COVID relief, and I think that is absolutely true. So if we do masks at all, they will be that'll be probably a separate, maybe even on a separate website, just to keep for like order tracking, or revenue tracking or whatever, just so we make sure that all of that gets donated. And speaking of, I saw I think it was Josh Vitas did autographs and donated 100% of the money to a few different charities, the Floyd family and Black Lives Matter and the ACLU. I thought that was really cool. He raised a lot of money for charity very quickly, and that was really great. Let's see. Do I have a time frame on when Jackie autos are shipping? Welcome, Daniel. You must have just got here. We shipped a lot of them. We shipped some of them yesterday. We shipped a lot of them today. And we're going to ship some more tomorrow. And we're going to ship the rest of them on Monday. So by end of day Monday, they will all have gone out for both Jackie and Donnie. And if that changes, if we don't make it in time on Monday, I will let you guys know on the stream, and in which case it would be Tuesday. Let's see. Yeah, fanny pack update. So I'm literally still negotiating with the fanny pack manufacturer because they are like a print-on-demand company, and they typically do like 1 or 2 or 10 at a time, and we have to order like over 400 of them. And so I'm trying to get a little bit better pricing. I will have a better update for you guys on Monday, because actually, I think that reminds me, I probably have an email back from them in my ridiculously big email inbox that I've been trying to work through, and my sister is helping me work through. So I will update you guys on that. The good thing with the fannies is that when they come, they will basically they're going to turn around and be shipped right away, because we'll already have all the labels printed. They're all the same size thing. We're going to put them in boxes. I actually already have. Where is it? I think it's those 2 boxes. We already have all the boxes to ship them, so like everything will be prepackaged. It'll literally just be stuffing cards in and knocking them out super fast. Versus like the cards, that I get from Topps, we have to open them up. We have to take out the sticker. We have to clean off the goop. We have to replace the cases if they're scratched or if they're, the wrong type of case that we don't like. Then I have to sign them. We have to let that dry. We have to flip them. I have to number them. We have to let that dry. I put a special UV coat on them for authenticity purposes. We have to let that dry. We flip them again. We have to case them up. We put the sticker on them. We put it in the team bag. Comes with a box, which I also paint on and sign and number. Print out a certificate of authenticity. Sign and number that. Pair all that. Make sure that the right number goes to the right address. That's a lot more work than shipping a fanny pack. Days more work. Rakesh, I will be doing fanny packs, I think, like quarterly. I don't want to do them too often. I want to make them exciting every time, and I want to make them really different every time, so that literally you could be walking around and you'd see that fanny pack and you'd be like, that's fanny pack 1, that's fanny pack 2. They're not going to be the same at all. Have I ever painted a rendition of the picture of me and my dad at the A's game? No. However, I also mentioned this, I think, on a couple streams ago. So I'm gonna put that on. Excuse me. Tired. I'm gonna put that on my Topps card, the promo card that Topps makes for all the artists. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do it as a photograph or if I'm gonna paint it first. I'll probably paint it just so that it'll like look really nice, like kind of match with all the other works from 2020. What's the next card I'm working on? I actually need to check my list. I have Mariano Rivera and Willie Mays are definitely my next 2, but I can't remember which order they go in. And I don't have either of those stencils cut out, so I definitely got to get to work on that. But I also need to get all these Jackies and everything out the door. So, and get all the processes and the team set up in place so that, the idea for me of building a team is that we can continue to grow and scale the business and the brand, and have offshoot brands like, Matt's going to do the Pretty Big News podcast with me, but he's kind of run the show, and I'm going to help where I can. But the idea is, we're building this team, building the system so that I can spend my time painting, which is what I like to do. Yeah, throw those in the fannies. Yeah, the Felix fanny. Everyone loves that Felix fanny pack. So as far as fanny packs go, I also wouldn't be opposed to just putting a fanny pack on the site. Could be the Felix one. Obviously, a lot of people like that. that's different from the limited edition fannies, and it would just be like I said, print on demand. So they're always available. They never run out. Whoever wants a fanny pack could get one of those, as we call them, base fannies, versus the limited fanny, the short print fannies. Let's see. Have I thought about creating my own charity? I have. Actually, sometime last year, I had an idea. It wasn't necessarily creating my own charity, although I probably would have ended up creating a 501(c)(3) for it. It was going to be a company called Giant Heart. It was HE and then it was capital ART. And it was basically a platform for artists where artists could sell their work and part of the portions go to the charity of the collector's choice. So we would be partnering, and I've actually I've reached out to a bunch of brands or a bunch of charities that are very interested if I do decide to launch that company. Obviously, I've got a lot going on right now, and starting a new company is probably not in the cards, as they say. I crack myself up. Stream's lagging behind video-wise. Yeah, sorry, I've been having issues. Tonight. I should have rebooted my computer. I think it looks completely frozen. Do I think the rocky secondary market will result in lower print runs? Well, I think that calling it rocky is forgetting the fact that we bought these cards for $20 and now they have tanked to like $150 or $200. If you can find me any other investment, we're getting a 10x return. Is it in like 2 months is bad? You sign me up, man. So I do know that the secondary market's been fluctuating, and when I see good deals, I bought 4 of Tyson Beck's Cal Ripken in the last week because I just felt like that price was didn't do the card justice, and I believe in Tyson and his work a lot. And I think big picture, long haul, I'm not a flipper though. So I think that that kind of fluctuation is going to impact flippers a lot more. And obviously flippers are part of the customers for Project 2020. I mean, I think that 99K print run is the only one ever where it's actually sold for less than it was originally on the top site. I don't think that will last forever, or probably very long. We'll see. Have you ever gotten to paint on cards that weren't meant to be painted on? Thinking on when y'all broke packs the other night. Well, I mean, if you mean like splatter painting on cards, like other people's baseball cards, I do that very, very often. If you mean like we meant to set aside a card and not have me paint on it and then I painted on it by mistake, that hasn't happened yet. But with all the cards that are floating around the studio, it's bound to happen someday. What's up, Pedro? Cool, it's working again. Is there one thing each and every day to clear your mind and help you refocus? Krista, great question. Yeah, so I'm trying to get into meditation in the mornings. I don't do it every morning, and it's usually not for very long, but it's really, really nice. It seems like no matter how late I stay up, I still wake up really, really early, and that's been happening pretty much all of during all the COVID stuff. I just hadn't been sleeping very well. I am sleeping better now. But I'm also really excited to wake up every morning. So pretty much I don't go to bed with an alarm clock, and I wake up almost every day at 6 a.m. and I'll get up and go and meditate for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll start my day. I try to do that and drink a glass of water before I look at my phone. Definitely don't always do that. It's very, very challenging, but that's something I'm trying to do every day. And then at the end of my days, when I go to bed, I listen to audiobooks, and that's also helps me fall asleep and helps me forget. I can get lost in a story and not worry about everything that happened that day. Let's see here. Yeah, you bought my Mattingly at the peak for $500. Thanks, man. Well, I picked up a few of my Mattingly's at $220, $230, $240 just recently in the last couple days. So I feel your pain, but I would say if you bought one for $500, just hold it. I mean, that's my lowest print run, and that will be my lowest print run on the entire set. So I think that will be back over $500 for sure. Let's see. Not just the flippers. I traded one career worth of cards for McGuire's, now worth under $400. That's tough, Gareth. But thinking about it, like it's now worth under $400, I think is more of a flipper's mentality. If you love the McGuire card that you got, hold it, man. That's what I think. Blake, who is the one player you wish was in Project 2020 series set so you could have painted them? Well, I think painting Jose Canseco with Mark McGuire would have been super fun. That's the first one that comes to mind. I also think that painting current players would be super fun. I'm a big Buster Posey fan, so Posey would have been a really cool one for me personally. Yeah, I did splatter on auto before. That's true, actually. But the thing is like I meant to do that at the time, and then Tony's like, no, we shouldn't do that. And I was like, okay, I guess that's fair. That we'll let those ones be. Let's see here. Oh yeah, thanks, man. MLB article. Yeah, that article was awesome. Yeah, the one you're looking to most is my Ichiro. Ichiro is going to be a fun one. Yeah, Gareth, which McGuire? I'd be curious. Eric's channel is very relaxing when you're trying to fall asleep. Oh my gosh, I know. His voice is the best. I have been telling him to get into audiobook narration specifically for that reason, because I love listening to Eric talk. I could do that. I could do it all day. What's my opinion on the Trout print run? I'm happy with it. Did I expect more or less or about right? I think, and I said this a little earlier in the stream, I think that maybe with different timing that card would have done 100K. There were a lot of other things going on, honestly, that were more important than baseball cards this week, and I think that impacted people thinking about baseball cards, because there's some bigger issues to think about, and that's totally okay with me, and I support that. And me sacrificing a couple like print run sales on tops compared to like everything else that's going on it doesn't matter to me at all. I don't care about that, and I'm really happy with the 75K. It's second top selling card in the whole set right now, by far my top selling card, and yeah, I'm really proud of it, and I'm proud of what the team did, and I'm grateful that Ben offered to help. It's really fun to do a collab with him. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Nice. Well, I think with the Mark McGuire documentary coming up soon, I would say definitely hold that. I'm already gathering all the McGuires I can, but especially with that coming out, I think it's going to be a good time to be holding a lot of McGuire cards. Okay, so the Jeter print that I painted on, which Tony leaked on Twitter, maybe it got shown here too. So I had a excuse me, really early fan reached out. This was like when I did Nolan Ryan, I think, and I didn't know this would be so crazy. And he said, "Hey, can I send you an art print, 8x10? You splatter paint on it." And I said, "Sure." And then it sat in my studio for a long time. And I finally was doing some card art, and so I put some. And he also had like specific instructions. He said, "I'd like you to mask off, the name at the bottom and the number, and the eyes, and the Yankee sign, Yankee hat. Don't paint that too much." I was like, okay. So I taped all that stuff off, and then I splatter painted it. I took all the tape off. I sent him a picture of it, and I thought it looked really, really cool. And he said, "Well, I don't know. I think it needs more paint. Can you cover up more of the original art?" And that kind of sucked, to be honest. So I had to retape, remask it, reprep it, paint on it again. Now, I do think it looks great now. I love it. But, I mean, I charged that dude $100, and there's absolutely no way I can do even close to that amount of work for anywhere close to that price. And it makes sense for my business right now. So I guess to answer your question, I'm not planning on doing customized art prints, customizing other people's art prints in the near future. Maybe later if I can figure out a better way to make it scale or set up like better terms so that I don't feel like I do cool work and then somebody's like, it's not cool enough, and then I have to do more work. That just wasn't it wasn't the most fun thing, and I like to have a lot of fun when I'm painting. Let's see here. Yeah, not everyone bought at MSRP, that's right. I'm holding all my Blake McGuire's unless someone wants to trade cards 1 through 40. That's smart. That is smart. The Topps Canseco 40/40 card. Let's see. You can still paint the Bash Bros. Yeah, exactly. I can still paint Jose when the thing's over. What is my favorite color? I don't know what my favorite color is. I like all colors. I like blue. I like pink. Those are probably my top two. Yeah, I wish I did NBA as well, Steve. I think working with Panini on some NBA stuff would be really cool. For sure. Do you have already ideas for some of the upcoming cards? Yes. I have some really, really fun ideas for Mo and for Griffey. And for Doc Gooden. Those ones I have ideas for. Other ones I'm still letting percolate. And Jeter, actually. I have a really cool idea for Jeter. Jeter's just going to be awesome. Let's see what else we got. Looking forward to what you do with Tony Gwynn. Yeah, Tony. So Tony Gwynn's interesting because I've seen so many cards. So many of the artists that I admire, my favorite card of theirs is Tony Gwynn. And so I definitely got to make that one cool. Well, hope you. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate that. 7-card lot of Maguire's, nice. How can I get one of the splatter cards? Eric, maybe you can put in the link. There's a form on my website to fill out, and then Tony will send you a card. Thank you guys. James Hamilton, will there be any Blake Ben dual signed cards? I'm not sure yet. I think, I'm definitely down for it. It's just up to him. If he wants to do it, I would love to. And I think they would be wildly popular, and hope so. Honestly, a triple sign card with me and Ben and Mike Trout would be cool if we pull one of those Mike Trout autos. That would be epic. Let's see. Chris, talk about the extent that I feel comfortable how Topps is compensating the artist of the Topps project. Sure. So we get a royalty percent commission based on the revenue from the cards. So when a card sells more, we get more. We don't make as much money as Topps does, but we do well. I think the comp plan is fair, and we're definitely incentivized to try and sell more cards. It has a direct impact on our bottom line, and then also, obviously, things beyond that with like the artist autograph stuff is for us artists, and that's really cool. That's been it's been a lifesaver because also like Topps is a big company, and there's like a delay between when a card's sold and the royalties paid like quite a while after, which is to be expected. I mean, that was in the contract, but like the artist autos help with like liquidity on like a buying my next canvases or whatever basis. Let's see. Yeah, the Jeter looks sweet. Well, yeah, so the Jeter's done now, and he is happy with it, and I think it's great. I love it. I loved it before, and I love it now too. I just think like, it's just a lot of work and tedious, and I don't mind doing that if I don't have other stuff to do. But if I have a lot of stuff to do, it's hard to make time and make space to do that kind of thing. Do you think Topps will do the same concept for basketball cards? I do not. When did you find out Trout was going to sign some? About 2 or 3 days before the card released, I was told. Let's see here. Yeah, no problem, James. Sacento print run is known after the 2-day window and is shown the next day on the website archive. Correct. What do you think about an artist asking one of us to share profit with them on cards that we've bought? What do you think about an artist asking one of us to share profits with them on cards that we've bought? I'm very against that. I think that did that actually happen, or are you just like curious if that would? Yeah. I think that if you guys bought cards and can profit off them, then you should. Surprised it didn't hit 200,000 PR. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Wasn't expecting that high, but that would be nice. Nice. Born in the same hospital as Jeter. Nice. What's the website? Okay, I'll pull it up right now. Hold on. So it's maybe I will. There you go. Okay, here is this link. Maybe. I can't tell if it's actually pasting or not. My internet is really crapping out again. It did not like that I opened up one more tab with a website. Alright, I'm trying to refresh this page, guys. Hopefully you guys can still hear my voice. But anyways, the website is proathleteportraits.com/art-card-claim-form. Art card claim form. And I'm trying to copy and paste that in. Maybe Eric can do it for me, because this page is taking forever to load for me. But we'll see. Let's see here. Page is unresponsive. Wait. Let's see. Can't actually tell. I don't even see the comments moving anymore, so I have no idea if you guys can hear or see or do anything. But I'm still here, guys. It's just taking forever. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think, let's see. Is this going to send now? Alright, so I think this page is refreshing, so keep those comments or questions coming, guys, and I will keep answering them. I think I'm going to go about 10 more minutes tonight. And then also, just for anyone that came late, like I mentioned, I am not going to release the Trout artist autograph pre-sales until after I have all of my Donnies and Ricky shipped, which is happening very soon, and then also my Ricky Hendersons, which is happening early next week. Just want to, I want to get those out the door, and I'm going to feel really good when that's done, and then I'll be ready to do the Trout autos. Let's go. All right. Let's see if this loads up. Okay. Okay, great. Good night, Krista. Eric did because he's a stud. Do I plan on collaborating with any other artists? I would honestly love to. I wasn't expecting the Ben Baller collab. That was kind of a surprise. So, yeah. Do you sell prints of your original athlete paintings? Thank you very much, Big Rick. So it kind of depends. I don't mass produce those because I would need a license from, in that case, the Premier League, I guess. But if I was doing like a one-off, if you just wanted that one, we can maybe talk about it, but not right now. You gotta let me get all caught up, and then I could talk to you about that in a couple weeks if you want. Have I purchased any of the 1 of 1 or of 20 artist proofs? I have been able to get a couple artist proofs. Not all of them. Definitely not as many as I would have liked, but I have gotten a couple of those. Let's see here. When is my interview on Gary Vee being shown? Mike, I thought you were up on all my streams, dude. Gary Vee got pushed currently indefinitely because we put too much heat on him. He's he doesn't want to be. He already gets a lot of flack in the card collecting community for being a pumper, and he just is afraid he's going to get a lot of backlash if afraid is not the right word. He's just doing what's best for him. And originally, like, they were the ones that invited me on the show. They pushed it, and then that's when I announced it to you guys. It got pushed from like a Thursday to like the next week, and I told you guys that. And then it was like 2 days before, the Team Gary Vee just said, "Hey, I'm sorry, we just got to postpone this for right now." So we are hoping that that it happens during Project 2020, but he might not want to do it till after Project 2020. Now, in my opinion, if he is buying all these Project 2020 cards, having me on after, it's going to be worse PR on that front. Like, I feel like if he's pumping up the set during the set, then at least we all have an opportunity to buy the cards that he's hyping up, versus like at the end, if he's hyping up to be like, look at how cool of a set this was, then it's like, okay, well, whatever. Notice that Blake's Trout AP cards. Yeah, I did see that. That the APs went from $199 to $299. Let's see here. Try to read all of these. Yeah, Sif collab. That would be amazing. I love his work. Oh man, McGeek. Just want to say that your live streams and McGuire card inspired me to finish my own art, a large wooden American flag, 25 by 45. Wow, that's big. I love working large like that. Thanks, man. I would love to see a photo of that if you want to email it to me, blake@blakejamieson.com. Silly Goose Nation. I don't know if you saw because stream is freezing, but do you plan on making companion cards like some of the other artists, possibly as a little leaguer like Beck? Yes, I will be making a companion card. Topps is doing that for all the artists. It will be the photograph of me and my dad at one of my first A's game when I was just a few months old. But I got to paint it first. Yeah, 90s finest refractors. Those would be awesome. I have some really cool refractor cards that I'm excited to paint on. in the next few weeks. Again, that's I would love to get back to spending more time painting, but we're doing shipping right now. Let's see. Enjoyed my interview with Sports Card Investor. Thank you. Actually, I really liked that conversation with Jeff. As much, I know that he caught a lot of heat for that video, but really, if you go back and watch it, I agree with a lot of the things that he said. Not all of it, as you know, in the interview. I said, a lot of points he makes are correct. There are also things that I feel like he left out that do impact, the card values over time. Let's see. Do you have any rights to your card designs for future use, or does Topps own the artwork? So I retain the actual original paintings, but Topps owns the image and can do other stuff, which would be really cool. I'd love to see them, like maybe they're gonna do 8x10 prints, or who knows what. That would be really cool to see that art used in new ways, but that's up to Topps. Oh, excuse me. It's probably a sign. I think I'm gonna sign it. I'll do they're gonna call it. I'll do 10 more questions. Might be hard to keep track of, but I'll try. Let's see. All right. So, do you have any rights to your card designs for future? Just Topps? Yeah. Topps owns the artwork. I don't mind the wait. This might be totally frozen again. Oh. Tony Shrek. You went and saw Tony, right? Didn't you? I think he sent me a photograph of you guys. Was I a fan of GPK? To be honest, I never followed it, so I wasn't. I do have some Garbage Pail Kids cards, and I have splatter painted on some of them. Not very many yet. Edward Rivera. Tyson Beck's black cases are pretty cool. They are very, very cool. Oh man, I'm fading fast, guys. Trout's a must have. Which current player outside of Trout would you want to do for a Topps 2020 card? Buster Posey. About the original rookie card versus the P2020 version, I'm not sure what that's referring to. Sports Card Investor's so boring. He needs to get to the point. His videos are way too long. Honestly, man, I was wildly impressed with his setup and professionalism, and the production I think is great, and his energy is great. So that doesn't bother me that he takes a while to get to his point. But obviously everyone's got their own thing. So let's see here. Shirts, yeah, shirts would be cool. Night Joe, Grant, stay awesome. When we're getting a post-project art gallery for the whole 400, that would be awesome. That would be so cool. Yeah, the golden tickets or something. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like I said, this weekend on Sunday, we're going to have a Sophia Chang interview, and we're going to release her Clemente card. You'll see it here first. A little teaser. It's a very nice card. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. Since I'm taking a half day, I might have a pre-recorded video for that too. If I do, it will be awesome. Promise you that. All right, guys. I love you. Stay awesome. Good night.